It's your boy, Zach America, back at another video, another banger. So today I'm with my special guest, my dad, and we are doing a daily draft video. So the rules are you can pick your championships, no creating your tag teams. You can pick variants of a superstar. For like an example, you can choose the Prince Finn Balor or regular Finn Balor. If you choose one, you can't choose the other. And you can split up your tag teams, just not create your own. Are you ready to get started?
I am.
Okay, let's do this. So, to start this off, we are going to be doing rock, paper, scissors. You can do a coin flip or rock, paper, scissors if you want to. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
My dad got paper, paper beats rock, so take it away.
All right. So
by the way, just to clarify, I think, or which brand do you want?
SmackDown.
Okay, I'll pick Raw. You can only do Raw, SmackDown, not NXT or AEW. Okay, carry on.
All right. So with my first pick, in the rules, I was told that I cannot pick an old faction. So I would have probably picked the Four Horsemen or NWO, just because that's my generation. But since I'm picking current wrestlers that are wrestling in factions, my favorite current wrestlers are a part of the Bullet Club. So I will pick the Bullet Club minus Adam Cole. In my Bullet Club, I will have Kenny Omega.
The AEW Unrivaled figure.
To me, he's one of the best single wrestlers right now. I will have the Young Bucks.
My customs.
In my opinion, are my favorite tag team currently. I will pick Finn Balor. And Finn Balor is one of my favorite WWE wrestlers.
So you can't pick the Prince Finn Balor.
AJ Styles, another wrestler I like in WWE. Not many I like in there anymore, but I do like AJ Styles. But I would have picked Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, but Zach Amander does not have them. So that's why I went with AJ Styles.
For example, you could pick Yossi.
And he's kind of a forgotten member of the Bullet Club and a really good wrestler in AEW right now, Cody Rhodes.
And also, you could have also picked the club if you didn't want to pick the Bullet Club.
Correct.
So that's for another thing. So these wrestlers are, my opinion, my favorite wrestlers of all time. In my opinion, the greatest current faction, because you don't see that many great factions anymore. So of course, you guys probably know who I'm picking. They just won NXT's War Games. They are the Undisputed Era, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and Adam Cole. So, I will be splitting up the Undisputed Era and creating the Red Dragon back from Ring of Honor, just with Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, and making Adam Cole and Roderick Strong singles competitors. So, yeah, that is my pick.
My next pick is currently in AEW, but he's been in WWE as well. It's where he started his career. But to me, this wrestler right now is cutting the best promos in all of wrestling. And he's just a genius in my book. And I'm going with a little bit of the bubbly.
Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho.
So, and also, for example, he couldn't pick this Chris Jericho because he picked a little bit of the bubbly Chris Jericho from AEW. Okay, so for my next pick, I am going to be one-upping my tag team division. So, for what I am going to do, I am going to pick, let's see. I will be picking Dean Ambrose, not my custom Jon Moxley, because I just want to pick Dean Ambrose. Seth Rollins, and my custom heel Roman Reigns. I am making up the Shield. And so, for example, I cannot pick Jon Moxley. So, I'm picking Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins, the Shield.
All right. My next pick is currently a wrestler in WWE, and I'm picking this wrestler because I would like to see this person wrestler the wrestlers that I have on my brand. And that wrestler is Keith Lee.
But I don't have Keith Lee, the Elite figure, so I'm just using my Big E figure because I don't have Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods because they broke. So so Big E survived the journey.
And Zachary's brand can all bask in his glory.
Nice.
Zach Commander can just start basking in his glory.
Thank you. So for my next pick, I think, my personal opinion, this is one of my dad's favorite tag teams. I'm going to be starting my tag team division a little bit more by picking. I am going to be electrifying my brand will be fading my brand a little bit with the Hardy Boys, Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy.
That's one of my favorite tag teams of all time. With my next pick, I am looking at a certain wrestler, but I can pick a faction, and I am going to pick the Wyatt family because I would like to turn Bray Wyatt into the Fiend and see him wrestle my wrestlers on my brand.
I don't have the Fiend currently, so it's just Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman because I don't have Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. So, for my next pick, I'll be picking one of the best wrestlers currently in NXT, which is the Blackheart Project Tommaso Ciampa.
That would have been my next pick. All right, I am picking a legend, and earlier I said Chris Jericho cuts the best promos in all of wrestling as of now, but this person probably cut some of the best promos of all time. And without further ado, I have the People's Champ, The Rock.
Really good pick. Well, I think, me personally, I will be kind of going above and beyond from The Rock, and I will be picking my third favorite wrestler of all time, and that is John Cena. And I will be picking, in this case, the Thugonomics John Cena, and make him a heel in Monday Night Raw. So, one of my favorite wrestlers, John Cena.
For my next pick, I also want to see him wrestle wrestlers that he hasn't faced before, and also a legend.
I saw you eyeing him up. I knew you were going to take him sooner or later.
So, without further ado, I am going to pick probably one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, The Undertaker.
The Phenom and the Dead Man.
The Dead Man.
If I could do the eyes, I would do them right now. For my next pick, this will be a really good pick. For my next pick, I will be picking, in my opinion, one of not the best tag team of all time, but one of the best tag teams of all time. Evolution. I will be leaving my dad, Ric Flair, because that's one of his favorite wrestlers of all time. So I will just be picking Randy Orton, Batista, and Triple H. I'll be using, in this case, the old version of Triple H, not the new version.
For my next pick, I am picking my favorite wrestler of all time. I remember the very first time I met this wrestler, or not met him, but saw this wrestler wrestle, and I was blown away and was obsessed with wrestling. And I am picking Hulk Hogan.
My custom that I made, the real American Hulk Hogan.
Yes, because he wants to. Let me tell you something, brother.
So that was a good pick. I will be putting this guy.
Oh, and he will also be my GM on my brand.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So for my next pick, in my opinion, he had the all-time best feud with John Cena ever. I pick the Rated R superstar Edge.
All right, for my next pick, I am picking the greatest wrestler of all time. I want someone that can cut a promo, and this person cut a promo before promos were really even promos.
How many times can you say promo in this?
I know, in this pick, but I want to see him manage or just be a part of my brand, and that person is Ric Flair. He is styling, profiling, and he is ready to come to SmackDown.
Good pick, really good pick. And since you picked him, I will be picking the original bro, Matt Riddle. You know it, bro.
Okay. For my next pick, I think he would make a good wrestler, or not a wrestler. He would be a good wrestler on my brand to fight.
I have to admit, he does cut some pretty good promos.
I'm going to get to that if you'd let me finish. He would make a good person to wrestle my wrestlers, and I want to have the best promo wrestlers on my brand, and that person is
promos.
The Miz.
Good pick. If I had John
minus Maurice.
If I had John Morrison, I would have definitely have picked them for a tag team. But in that case, speaking of tag teams, these guys are technically still a tag team in the Indies, right? Still, a little bit, but I saw them on YouTube team up with each other. And they used to be a tag team back on Monday Night Raw, so how convenient. I will be picking Big Cass and Enzo Amore.
For my next pick, when I saw him, I'm like, I can't believe he hasn't been picked yet. But I told one of my nephews that I would no longer support him, but he's kind of won me over a little bit, and when he went to the Earth title, he kind of lost me. But this person would make a good wrestler to wrestle the type of wrestlers in my brand, and that person is Daniel Bryan.
I love his new haircut too, by the way.
Yes.
I love his new haircut, by the way, in the company. So for my next pick, in my opinion, he will do super good in my division. And it is the master of the 619, Rey Mysterio.
Good pick.
He is another great feud with John Cena.
Since I'm having some legends in my brand, I think maybe we can pull out one more match out of this guy with maybe The Undertaker or maybe get The Rock out of retirement for a match. And one of the members of one of my favorite tag teams of all time, and that would be part of the Hart Foundation, and that would be Bret Hart.
The guy who got attacked from that weird guy on that Hall of Fame show.
Yeah.
That guy was stupid. He got mauled to death by every single wrestler. Oh, that was classic. For my next pick, since I picked another luchador, I will pick probably my favorite luchador of all time. Besides the one I forgot their names, the ones that are in AEW.
Mhm.
I forgot their names. But it is probably my favorite luchador of all time.
The Lucha Bros is what you're thinking of, right?
The ones in AEW.
Yeah.
Besides the point, this is probably my favorite luchador of all time. Sin Cara. Faceless Sin Cara.
All right. For my last pick,
Oh, Jesus.
I plan to destroy this wrestler. I plan on making this wrestler humiliated. I plan, if anyone that knows me knows how much I despise this wrestler,
Me
but
too.
I will bring this wrestler on my brand to just humiliate him nonstop. And that person is. He doesn't even deserve a name.
Brock Lesnar. My opinion, his worst time was when he stole the Money in the Bank briefcase when he wasn't even in the match, and then did this crappy thing with it where he treated it as a disco machine.
Yeah. Well,
that
a boombox.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The boom
With his beanie.
the boom bank. And that was stupid. So since this wrestler is the final wrestler left in the batch, I will just choose him just because he'll be a Kurt Hawkins or Elias in my brand. He won't do that good, but he'll probably steal a championship from a roll up in my company. The person who was surprisingly in a weird storyline with Kurt Angle, who is supposedly adopted. That is Jason Jordan. I don't have Shorty G.
And I just couldn't take him because I can't even really think of a storyline that would be great on my brand.
He was a little bit good with Seth Rollins.
So that's why I took Brock Lesnar to humiliate him.
So, now we're at the end of the show, end of this 17-minute long show. And now this is the time where we pick the championships. So, the rules here, we can pick a main, a mid-card, and a tag team championship. I will be going first, since my dad went first with the Superstars. And I will be choosing my favorite championship of all time. I even have this championship with some signed autographs on it from the Undisputed Era, boy. And right now, this is probably the best WWE championship of all time. And you guys might know what I'm talking about. The spinner belt. And this was the best championship that John Cena has ever held because he had it for such a long time.
All right, since I'm an old school wrestler fan, I will go with a title that Zach Amander has that is closest to the old school title, and I will go with the World Championship title.
The big gourd, as everybody calls it. So for my mid-card title, this is probably my favorite mid-card title besides the United States Championship. I will have to go with the NXT North American Championship. If I had the NXT Championship, it would probably be my main.
Which I'm surprised Tommaso Ciampa didn't have an NXT championship with his purchase. So for my mid card, I again going with the old school philosophy. It's been around since I was a kid, and that is the Intercontinental Championship.
Good pick, really good pick. So I only have 2 tag team championships. So for the tag team championships that I'll be using, I have 2 of the old classic WW
F.
F championship titles.
Taking
And
my champion. I'm the old school person.
so I'll just use the classic WWF championship white straps, and I'll just make that my tag team championships. I think they really look good together.
Since I don't have a choice, I'll just take the sloppy seconds.
The Raw Tag Team Championships. So, since we have scraps left over, we'll just go pick over scraps. Since I have some good high-flying superstars in my company, why not? I'll go ahead and pick the classic Cruiserweight Championship.
And since I want to go with in the type of brand for SmackDown that I want to have, I want to go with an old school championship out of the woodwork and out of the closet, dust it off and shine that baby up. And I'm going to take the Hardcore Championship.
The ECW Championship in general, but he's going to make it the Hardcore Championship. So for my last pick, I am actually not going to use this as its main purpose, like what my dad did with the ECW Championship by making it the Hardcore Championship. I will make that. I have the Universal Championship, but instead, this will be a special championship for the Shield. So if they ever break up, I will do this, and I will be calling it the Hounds of Blood Championship.
And for my last title I will pick, I will go just because of how patriotic it is. I'll take the United States Championship.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to my show today. I haven't posted in a week, so I'm trying to stick to my goal like I mentioned to you guys. So tomorrow, tune into Facebook Gaming. Check me out. I am finally getting back to Fortnite. I will actually be posting this to YouTube tomorrow evening, or on probably I'll be posting it to YouTube on Saturday. You guys get to watch me play Fortnite again. So tune in next time, which will probably be on Saturday or Friday or tomorrow if you're early. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and click that notification bell down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.